Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's gonna be another Halloween video. I've kind of changed up the angle of the camera. I'm still working at my vanity, but I tried to play with the lighting in here and change the camera angle, and we'll see if this is a little better. So today, as you can see from the title, I am doing an Ariel look, hence the red hair. I'm going to do this one as a voiceover just because I have an idea of what I want to do for this, and we'll just focus on what is going on in the video. So without further ado, we will get started.
So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say.
So I have the wig on already just because I didn't want to come on here looking crusty. Hey, it's me again. So I was going to dictate what was going on in the video, but you can see what I'm doing in the video. So I wanted to talk about The Little Mermaid, or at least Ursula in The Little Mermaid. I don't think she's the villain. At least I don't think she deserves all the hate that she gets. Like, Ariel had a part in that too. Ariel went to go find her, or went to go see her. She could have said no. She could have listened to her father. No. She went to Ursula and she got what she asked for. She knew the terms and conditions before she signed that contract. She knew what she was doing. So I don't blame Ursula. Ursula was minding her business. And of course she has a bone to pick with Triton. He banished her. So to have his daughter now come stroll into her humble abode and demand things or ask for things, like, man, yes, she got what she deserves. Genies do the same thing Ursula does. There's always a catch in your wish, in your dream, if you're trying to trick the system. For all we know, the reason Ursula is banished is for some petty ass reason, because Triton does some petty ass shit. Like in the origin story, when you get to see all of Ariel's sisters, he banned music because they happened to be listening to music when her mom was killed. How does that even track? How do you take your frustrations out on the music and not the pirates? I don't understand. He has a history of doing petty ass shit, so I believe that it's a petty reason why Ursula is out there in the street. When watching the movie, Ursula mentions that she used to be a resident in Atlantis, and they used to have fantastical feasts and whatnot, and she was buddy with Triton. But they never explain in the movie, or at least in the Disney movie, why she was banished. So according to Google and another version of The Little Mermaid, Ursula and Triton are siblings. And when their father died, they were both given an equal share of the sea plus 2 magical items. Ursula got the magical nautilus that she uses to take Ariel's voice, and Triton got the trident, because obviously. And they were supposed to rule the sea together, but apparently Ursula's greed and use of dark magic to usurp Triton is what led her to being banished. I don't know that I wholly believe that, because after watching things like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and all the villain backstories, I've learned that the hero is not always what's cracked up to be, and we know that history is written by the winners. They're gonna make themselves look better than they are, obviously, because they wrote it from their perspective. I don't believe that Ursula is inherently the villain of this story. Think about it. She has all of this power, and she's never usurped Triton. Like, she really needed the trident to do this? And Ariel doesn't know Ursula, which means that Ursula would have had to been banished before Ariel was old enough to remember her. Ariel's something in her teens, so Ursula would have been gone for over 10 years. You're telling me with all the magic that she has and the fact that they both have magical items, they should be equally matched. If not, Ursula should be more powerful than Triton. So why did it take her so long to usurp him? She actually stayed in her cave banished. Like, she listened to that. She didn't cause any trouble over the last decade. The only thing that she did was grant people's wishes, and when they couldn't hold up their end of the bargain that they signed, she did what she said she was going to do. I think that's fair. You went into it full-heartedly knowing what was going to happen. Now, yes, she did mess with Ariel by transforming into a lady that could speak and then charming the prince, but that's petty shit. Like, that's besides the point. I don't think that's inherently evil. I think she's just smart. Like, honestly, Ursula could have just been fine-tuning her magic when she was back in the palace, and Triton thought she was gaining too powerful and wanted to be king himself, so he criminalized her so that he could justify being king on his own and banishing his sister. I mean, King Stefan did the same thing in Maleficent. He criminalized the fairy that he said he loved so that he could become king, and then he married a princess that he didn't want to be with. A princess, a queen, whoever. He didn't care for her. He apparently cared for Maleficent and basically put her in the ground so that he could be king, and then spent the rest of the time trying to kill her. No, see, I don't trust Triton. I don't trust these people. I don't think Ursula is in the wrong. There is something behind what happened between her and Triton, and if they're supposed to be siblings in this Disney version of Little Mermaid, I need Disney to make an Ursula backstory, because I need to know. I need to know what they did to this woman. And you know she's salty, because her song Poor Unfortunate Souls is mad sarcastic. Like, so sarcastic. My girl is living in a cave, banished from the palace, and she has these merfolk coming to her about their petty ass little problems and wanting her to fix it, and they want her to fix it their way. No, I would put all of those disclaimers in the contracts too. Shit, I wouldn't even have acknowledged them. She's good because she really did give them the chance and or opportunity to get what they wanted. They just effed it up. Like, imagine you used to be royalty, eating lavish, and then you're banished by your brother to live in a hole with 2 eels all alone, and then some petty fool comes to you and says, I want to be rich. Hell, so do I. I used to be. You want me to fix that? It's like a genie. She was like a genie. She couldn't do anything for herself, but she was expected to do everything for everyone else. No, she's good, because the way I would have been petty as shit. No. I love villain backstories, because you watch them and you realize that none of these villains are inherently evil, except for maybe Jafar. But I have a feeling he has a reason for why he's like that. I mean, Scar was overstepped for his position on the throne, so I understand why he was mad. Maleficent was robbed of her wings and given true love's kiss when that was all fake. All of them have reasons for why they're like this. They're just trying to survive out here in these streets. They're not just inherently evil. So I don't believe that Ursula is inherently evil. I think she was wrong. And I already didn't like Triton just based off of how he reacted after his wife died. And like, I get it, he was grieving, but I don't understand how he attached his grief to music in its entirety. And the way he reacted when people did want music or sang or anything of the sort, like, that was weird. My dude needs to seek counseling, because clearly he's going through some things and he has some mad power trips when he's upset. That's not good. He lashes out all the time, actually. So I'm siding with Ursula. I think I will forever side with the villain. Not on purpose, but because I can see where they're coming from. And these good guys aren't necessarily always good guys. They be doing some shady shit. We just overlook them like it didn't happen. Aside from Ursula, what is up with Prince Eric? Like, what is up with these older princess movies and these men attaching their likeness for a woman to an object or just one specific trait? Like, Eric attached his fondness for Ariel to her singing voice, and Prince Charming attached his fondness for Cinderella to her being able to fit in a shoe. Y'all can't see, like, with your eyes, that the person you're looking at was the person that you were looking for? I don't understand these old Disney movies sometimes. I think that's what happens when you get older. You start poking holes and shit, and I have gotten to that point. Anyways, maybe I should start a podcast to talk about these, because I have a lot of theories about these old Disney movies, but I'm gonna hand it to my past self because she's about to speak just now.
Okay, so this is the final look. I created her like bang situation. Did a side part and then took the front few pieces and clipped them behind my ear so that it gave the kind of swoop bang that she has going on. Obviously it's a Ursula centric look. I actually really like how the tentacles came out. I did the eye with inspo by, I think it's Rafaela MUA. I will put the inspo pic on, I'll put the inspo pic up, or I'll link her in the bottom. But yeah, this is the full Ariel look. Which took me much longer than I thought it was going to, but I think it was well worth it. So that is going to wrap up our second Halloween look. I'm so happy with this. Not to toot my own horn, but like, this is awesome. What was I gonna say? So that's gonna wrap up our second Halloween look. Be sure to check out my Instagram to play the Halloween game and to see any further Halloween content, pictures regarding Ariel, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Maybe I shouldn't open my mouth with tentacles on my face.